You've probably heard that protein is absolutely essential in order to build muscle as a drug-free natty lifter. But sometimes it's a challenge to get enough protein in every single day. Today, I'm going to talk about my secret method for actually hitting your protein every single day, no matter what. Yo, what is up everybody? I'm Cyrese, I'm a natural lifter. Been lifting for 15 years now, on and off, and I've been researching this stuff for over a decade. Now I take all that experience and everything I learned, and I teach skinny natty guys just like yourself how to build drug-free muscle with just 2 workouts per week. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. Let's talk about this a little bit. Protein. Everybody's always so fucking worried about protein, and rightfully so. You should be worried about protein because can you build muscle with just a caloric surplus alone, like with just calories? Yes, it's possible, but should you do it that way? Absolutely not. Like, there's some people who are going to be able to do that. Like, if you pair enough of a caloric surplus with proper training, like, you can still grow, you can still build muscle, but it's going to suck. And most of that's probably going to be just excess fat rather than actual muscle. So you probably know, if you're watching this video, that yes, protein is absolutely essential. How much should you get? Super simple. Take however much you weigh in pounds and eat that amount of grams in protein every single day. So currently, myself, I weigh 180 pounds. If I'm trying to bulk, which I'm not right now, then I would be eating 180 grams of protein every single day. If you're a skinny little twig and girls make fun of you because you're so skinny, that's why you're watching this channel, then you probably weigh like 150 pounds. Maybe you weigh 140 pounds. Maybe you're like 12 and you weigh 100 pounds, or whatever 12-year-olds weigh. I don't know how much you weigh. Drop it in the comment below. But pretty much take however much you weigh. So let's say, for the sake of example, you weigh 150 pounds. Every single day you would eat 150 grams of protein. If you weigh 160 pounds, you would eat 160 grams of protein every single day. Super simple. That's all it is. If you are drinking tea across the lake, across the pond, and you're from like the UK or something like that, I think the ratio is 1.2 kilograms. I'm stupid. I think it's 1.2 grams per every kilogram of body weight. Don't quote me on that. I'm not British. I don't know my math. I'm not smart. Go on the internet and find out. It'll take you 2 seconds. But I'm like 90% sure. Don't take my word on it. But I'm getting a bit sidetracked. What was I going to say? Yes, protein is absolutely essential. It is absolutely required. You want to hit your protein intake goal every single day, along with the caloric surplus, of course. So real quick, caloric surplus, figure out your maintenance calories. Go on a website like tde.net and it'll show you exactly how to figure out your maintenance calories. Add 500 calories to that, and that's your bulking calories. That's your caloric surplus. That's how many calories you should be eating every single day, paired with your protein intake goal for the day. And lastly, pair that with proper training and you will start seeing gains. Super simple. Rocket science. It's not rocket science. That's all it is. Video over. Just kidding. We still got to talk about my secret method for hitting your protein every single day. I'm going to tell you it right now. So be ready. Get ready. I'm going to tell you it right now. It's super crazy. It's super secret. And that secret method is sustainability. I know, super boring. Maybe that's not what you wanted to hear, but in all honesty, that's like all it is. When it comes to hitting your protein intake every single day, all it is sustainability. And when I say that, what I mean is you need to pick foods, you need to pick recipes, you need to pick meals, you need to pick restaurants, you need to pick things that are sustainable for you. So what I'm trying to say is if some random fitness guru out there tells you to fucking eat chicken and broccoli every single day to get your protein in, and you absolutely hate chicken, that's not really sustainable, is it? Now, let's say you love chicken, and I tell you, like, hey dude, you love chicken, maybe one of your like main sources of protein should be like rotisserie chicken from Costco. It's like $5, it's super cheap, it's already pre-cooked, you don't even have to cook it. Do you think that would be sustainable for you? Do you think you could like sustainably and consistently eat rotisserie chicken every week? Not every day, but throughout the week to get your protein in? The answer is probably yes. If you like fish, then buy fish. If you like getting your protein from beans and tofu, then by all means do that. If you have recipes that you like that are also good sources of protein and you enjoy cooking, then by all means do that because you enjoy it and it's fun and it's a good way to get your protein in. If you absolutely hate protein shakes and you feel like they taste like garbage, then don't drink them. Get your protein through other methods. The point I'm trying to make here is that you need to pick things that are sustainable for you if you actually want to be able to hit your protein every single day. I don't have it here, but I have it over here. Over here in the kitchen. I am not a cook. I do not like cooking. I don't like prepping my food. I don't like grocery shopping. I don't like meal prepping. I don't even like batch cooking. I'm lazy. I'm not the best cook. I'd rather go out to eat. So in that case, I make things super freaking easy. So if you guys can see these boxes, these are like the pre-made shakes from Walmart. Protein shakes from Walmart. They're 30 grams of protein, 170 calories, and it makes it super easy to actually hit your protein. It makes it super easy for me to hit my protein every single day. So what I'm trying to say here is that I don't like cooking, so I don't really spend a lot of time cooking. I don't like prepping my food or cooking or anything like that either. So why would I spend time doing things that I hate? If I want this to be sustainable, I got to make it easy for myself. For me, this is as easy as it gets. I go to Walmart, I buy 3 or 4 boxes of these at a time for $20 each. Comes with like, I forget, 16 or 18 shakes in that box. Boom, I'm good. Like I'll drink, just because my stomach can handle it, I'll drink like 5 or 6 of these per day. That's like, what's my math? I'm stupid. That's like 180 grams of protein right there. Like this could be all my protein for the entire day if I wanted to. Now, is it the most nutritious? Like, is it the best source of protein compared to like eating high quality T-bone steak? Maybe not, but is it sustainable? Yes. Could I still drink these and then also eat steak later in the day? Yeah, of course. So the point here I'm trying to make is pick things, cook things, eat things that you like. Make sure like you enjoy it. Make sure it's sustainable. If you do that, hitting your protein becomes super freaking easy. Now, I don't want to end the video there. Let me give you guys some quick tips for getting your protein in as well too. If you don't mind the shakes, I would say pound 2 or 3 of these as soon as you wake up. I can drink 3 of these in 30 seconds. I can drink 3 of these in like, literally I just crack them all open, I pound them and I just chug them. That's 90 grams of protein right there. That's, for most of you, that's going to be more than half of your protein intake for the day. If you don't like these, or if they're too expensive or something, you can always go with the protein powder as well too. Go to Costco, get a big bag of Optimum Nutrition protein powder. I haven't bought one in years, so I don't know how much it costs. When I used to buy it a couple of years ago, it's $20.25 right now for reference. It would be like $60. So I'm sure with inflation, with Biden raising our prices on protein powder a little bit, maybe you would go to Costco and maybe you'd pay $70. But even then, it's still pretty cheap and it gets you a fuck ton of protein. Almost knocked over my camera. Protein powder, super easy hack if you don't mind the flavor, if you don't mind like the chalkiness every once in a while. These are really smooth. Real quick, Fairlife. That brand is amazing. So is Muscle Milk. But Fairlife literally tastes like chocolate milk. So good, so easy. It's just a little bit more expensive. And I'm cheap, so I don't mind buying these. If you don't want to do protein powder, another tip you can do is eggs. Eggs are super cheap. Plus, there's so many different ways to cook eggs. You can boil them, scramble them, fry them. I don't know, eat them raw if you're Arnold Schwarzenegger. Put them in your milkshake if you want. I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a cook. The point I'm trying to make here is that eggs are easy to cook. There's a bunch of ways to do it, and they're cheap as well too. If you struggle with hitting your protein, if you're a dude and you're skinny and you have trouble hitting your protein every single day, I used to eat 30 eggs a day, and I was even doing this when I was already big and bulky. Like I wasn't a weak, tiny, skinny guy like yourself maybe. And 30 eggs a day is a lot of calories and a lot of protein, and it'd make it super easy to hit my caloric goal for the day as well as my protein goal for the day. Now, am I saying you gotta eat 30 eggs a day? Like, no. Like, maybe you can tone it down. Maybe you can do like 10 eggs a day. I do that still. Like, I did that yesterday. That's an easy way to get your protein in. If you have room, if you got room for extra calories and you are on a bulk, most likely if you're watching this channel, you're trying to get bigger, trying to put on some more muscle. I would say when you buy meats, like if you buy beef and stuff like that, you can always opt for the more fattier cuts. Or if you get ground beef, you can always opt for like 80-20 ground beef instead of like the 93.7, which is like super lean. So you can opt for fattier cuts. When you eat meat, if you're Asian, I'm Filipino, I eat rice all the time. Pair everything with rice. It's easy calories, good source of carbs as well too. So even if I'm doing something like eggs, I'll eat rice and eggs together. That'll make it easier to get your protein. This is another bodybuilder hack, secret method. Go on your phone. I was gonna demonstrate, but my phone's in the fucking tripod. so that won't work. But you can always set reminders on your phone. Like I used to set an alarm on my phone every like hour or two to eat something, eat a snack, or have a full-on meal. That will kind of remind you throughout the day that you need to get your calories and your protein in. Another thing you can do is like, if you work on the road, I work in construction, and I would always carry like protein shakes in my bag, some snacks, beef jerky, trail mix, stuff like that are also like good sources of protein as well as carbs. You can do that. If you're not on the road, then obviously you can like bring a lunch to work, pack it full of goodies, pack it full of snacks that align with your diet, of course, and your goals. You can do that as well too. That's a good idea. When going for takeout, I'm just like, ideas are just popping off in my head, stuff that I've done in the past. But when you go to takeout, get double meat. I go to Chipotle, I get double meat. I go to Qdoba, I get double meat. It's only like $2 or $3 extra. That's an easy way to hit your protein, and it's a lot of calories. When you go to restaurants and stuff, always order the entrees that got the meat in them. Like, don't get like pasta, like spaghetti with like no meat, just tomato sauce. If you go get Olive Garden, I don't know what they got. Maybe get like a chicken parmesan because it has some actual protein in it. That's another tip. What else? I think that's most of it. Like, really nothing off my head is, coming to mind. But yeah, that's it, guys. Like I said, to conclude the video, hitting your protein intake can be super easy as long as you actually make it easy for yourself. Don't make it harder by trying to copy random fitness guru diets and shit like that you find on TikTok or shit that you find on YouTube. Just make it easy for yourself. Be logical, be reasonable, and just pick things that you actually enjoy eating, things that you actually enjoy cooking, and make sure they are also good sources of protein and high in protein, and it becomes super easy. So that's it. Hopefully you guys learned something. See you later.